Hi guys, welcome to your fully online English course. I am your professor, Jacqueline Walker. I will be leading you through this course, this English VO1B Critical Thinking Through Literature course. I just wanted to make a little welcome video so you could see what I look like and hear what I sound like to try and personalize our class as much as possible. For those of you who have never taken an online course before, or this is your first online course, I just want to remind you there's lots of different orientations and ways that you can practice becoming more comfortable in an online forum. This is our homepage here. On our homepage, I have links to online support. A lot of these workshops and orientations are relatively new to Ventura College, as we have been working over the last 10 or so years building up distance education. They're great. They're going to help you navigate and understand all the ways you can learn, and all the little links here you can see on the side. And so I just hope that you take advantage of those. If you're new, or if you are relatively inexperienced with online courses, there is a learning curve. And so I ask or remind you to be patient with yourself. It's super, super important for you to be patient as you're learning so that you can remain calm. When you get hyper or stressed out or anxious, what happens is it is very difficult, if not darn near impossible, for you to learn. At the same time that the brain is being stressed out, learning is not happening. So you have to calm your brain, calm your anxiety. For me, I find the solace and calm in meditation, and so I meditate every single day, sometimes multiple times a day, depending on how busy my day is or what's going on. Carve out a little time for yourself to just sit in silence and breathe. I will offer different apps and ideas for meditation if you find that interesting and useful, which if you try it, you will. It's super helpful for those of us who have busy lives and who are working and taking care of people and going to school. Meditation will slow you down enough to where you can be in the present moment and enjoy whatever comes your way. All those obstacles will become opportunities for you. So welcome to the course. Again, this is our homepage. We have a series of workshops. Questions about the course can go here. This is a link. If you click on it, it goes straight to the discussion board. And on the discussion board and any of the discussions, you'll be able to see whatever the prompt is, and then you can click reply. The system already knows that you're logged in, so you don't have to put your information or name. Once you post, it will come up. I'm just going to put hello there. Welcome to the course. Please ask questions here. And then I'll remind you that there is no dumb question. And really what that means is, we've all heard that, but what that means is ask it, even if you're worried or fearful that it might sound dumb or whatever. Seek out the answer. I'm filled with questions about life, about different areas that I'm interested in, and I usually seek out the answers, and if I can't find them, I will ask for help. And so it's okay to ask for help. Once you actually, let me just scoot myself over. Once you actually have your comment or question here, you can go ahead and hit post reply. And then it pops up. See, it says Jacqueline Walker, and then it has my information. So again, that's how you post to the discussion board. Our class is fully online, so it is discussion based. One of the huge chunks of the class is, as far as the grade goes, is discussions. It's 30% of your grade. The other largest chunk is essays, of course, because this is an English class. It's critical thinking through literature, and so we have 4 units. We start off with short story, then we go into poetry, and then we go into drama or a play. Or the play that we're looking at is called Fences by August Wilson. There's an excellent movie adaptation with Denzel Washington and Viola Davis, which I encourage you to enjoy and watch at the same time as we're reading the play. And then the last unit that we have is a novel, and it is a meaty novel, and it is called A Tale for the Time Being by Ruth Ozeki. So I encourage you to get ahead on reading, start early, and really give yourself the time and the space that you need to fully enjoy the material. So stress, anxiety, rushing, procrastination, those are all bad habits. Those are all negative habits that have negative consequences, whether they negatively affect your health or they negatively affect your grade, or a combination usually of both. Nobody wants to feel stressed out. Everybody enjoys the feeling of being peaceful and calm. But in order to be aware of that, you have to cultivate practices and habits in your life that are conducive to feeling peaceful and calm. So aside from meditation as a practice to help cultivate peace, doing your work ahead of time, starting early, asking those questions, and seeing learning with a curious mind as an opportunity to grow, that is a habit that's going to be tremendously helpful for you, not only in this class, but in life. That's a habit that's going to create positivity in your life. And that's what we all want. We all want good vibes, right? Good vibes only, some of us. So again, navigating the course here on the side, these are all the things that you can click on, all the links. So I encourage you in this first week especially to see what's going on. We've got home, we've got syllabus, we've got announcements, we have modules. This is the best way to get a snapshot of what's going on in the class. So I'm just going to click on that link. So again, we have 4 units and you'll see them labeled at the top. The first unit is 5 weeks. The second unit is 4 weeks. The third unit is also 4 weeks. And then the last unit is 4 weeks. And so we have a lot of time to marinate in ideas. So we're going to take our time and go through ideas. So if you're feeling rushed or overwhelmed, then you need to stop and slow down and check the reality of your situation. Are you actually being rushed, or are you engaging in habits that are making you feel rushed? So there's a difference between the way you're feeling and what's happening in reality. And so it's super important for us to be awakened to the difference of those things, right? And so sometimes we have what's called a cross purpose. And this would be an example of this would be, I want an A in the class, right? That's my desire or the thing that I want. But in reality, I'm doing minimal amount of work. I'm not turning in assignments on time. I'm missing things. And so my actions are actually not aligning with my value system. My value system or my desire or goal is to receive an A, and yet my actions or my habits are not reflecting that. And so that's what's called a cross purpose. It's where you're saying one thing, but you're doing another. And so part of your job as a college student, as a person in our democratic society, as a thinker, is really to bring your goals and your values in line with your actions. One of the speakers I really enjoy listening to is Eric Thomas. He's a motivational speaker, and he talks a lot about how to do that, how to align your goals and the things that you want in your life, your desires, with your actions. And he talks about the importance of doing both of those things, right? Not just wanting something, but taking action towards that goal. And so I think school is a really great practice grounds for what's going to happen in the outside world, what is happening in the outside world with most of us as we work, as we take care of people, finding those habits that work for us, whether it's time management, whether it's being resourceful. I've been working with writers for the last 15 years. And one of the things I always remind myself of and writers of is that whatever you want to get good at, it takes practice and it takes time. And it also takes pure action. So really setting those goals and then working towards those goals. But anything can be accomplished if you practice. And so for this class, you can become a better writer and a better reader simply with practice. Just like if you're a meditator like I am, or you play sports or you do anything that you love, you know that the more you practice it, the better you get at it. And oftentimes the more you find joy in it because you've dedicated yourself to it. Okay, so as far as what's happening on the side here, again, this is a module feature. I just finished making you a really cool calendar just to give you a visual. So we all learn differently. We all intake information differently. You know, there's only a certain amount of ways we can intake information. We have auditory way of intaking it. We have sensory ways. We have a visual way. We have, it really just depends. Some of us are kinesthetic or tactile. We like to do things. We like to create projects, and that's how we learn. And usually we're a combination of all these different ways of learning. For those of you that are visual learners, what I've done is I created a calendar, and there is a calendar feature on our online course, which I'll show you in this video or another one, so that all your assignments are on that calendar. So you can click on that calendar and you can see what you're seeing here. The online calendar is a little bit more, involved because it might involve all of your classes. It depends on how yours is set up. So it's a little bit harder to read. So I've stripped down the calendar and just shown you what's happening. So again, for those of you who are visual or spatial learners, like I am, I'm a big spatial learner. I like to see things in a space continuum and see how they're related to one another rather than just linear. Linear things I find very abstract. It's hard for me to plug in information when something is linear, like straight in a line. So again, if you're a spatial learner, a visual learner, this might help you. So this is just what's happening. Discussions and assignments are always going to be due on Saturday at 11:59 p.m. So 100% of the time, they're going to be due on Saturdays. And so we start our weeks on Sundays, and then we end our weeks on Saturdays, and that is when everything is due. So whatever you need to lock in to help you remember that, whether you use your phone. I use my iPhone calendar a lot. I'll put things on there that, are just things that I want to remember that aren't necessarily related to me having to go somewhere. So oftentimes I'll put my meditation practice on there, a reminder for that. So for you, I would encourage you on your phone to add in every single Saturday from now until the end of May into your calendar that at 11:59 you have something due, and you can give yourself an alert if that helps you as well. So I just wanted to show you that. I'll be uploading it to the actual course so you can see it, but these are just a few different things I just wanted to show you. I don't want to overwhelm you with too much information in this first discussion, but I just want to say I'm so happy that you've chosen to take this course. I'm a firm believer that writing and reading helps us to become better communicators, and I love what I do. I feel very, very blessed, and I'm super grateful that I have this opportunity to work with you. I hope that you try your best. That's one of my mottos, is just to try your best. That's all that I'm asking of you, is to show up and try your best, and I'm super grateful that we get to work together. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to either email me, or if they're general, you can post them in the first discussion forum. It's really helpful when you have a question if you post it there, and then I can direct you to where you can find that information, whether it's on the syllabus or somewhere else. But again, I'm really grateful that you're here. I appreciate that you are dedicating your time to higher learning. I believe that that education strengthens our democratic society and gives us more skills to work together, to collaborate, and to learn how to be patient and kind with one another. And so thank you for being here. I look forward to what the semester brings for us.